Okay.
We have a lot of ideas for a library or organization, but we don't have the money. We have a low budget. What we can do to improve our services?
I think that a lot of improving of services, it's not only a question of money. I think it's a question of ideas and to realize these ideas. Sometimes you need money, that's right. But I think you can do a lot with a small budget. And if you have the image to be innovative, it's easier to get money by funding and so on. If you have the right image, and I think that's very important that you combine the innovativeness with the marketing in the sense of the good image and the innovative image. If your politicians and say, oh, that's an old library or so on, they don't give you money, they give them to museums or other organizations who are in competition with the money with all these organizations. And you must be the best and have this systematic innovation management to say, oh, that is our strategy. To say in 2018, we stay there.
In a world of global economic crisis and in many parts under education, how can you pursue what kind of technological breakthrough or technological advancement to use?
Oh, that's difficult to say in this global way. But I think
not everybody has iPhone 6.
That's right. But you can see some trends about the to be mobile. And if you create services for mobiles, so on, you are innovative. To have some apps and so on about different kind of learnings and teachings and so on, or to have QR codes on your books in the library and to combine them with your catalog and so on. That's not so expensive, and on the other side you can use the crowd not only for this crowdsourcing in the idea of innovations and ideas, you can use the crowd for implementing something.
May I add something else in the same question?
Yeah.
It could be considered a trend, the kind of a vintage approach to technology. Could a step back, and with that I mean a step back technologically, could it be an innovation? Be considered an innovation? Maybe a catalog in a book or something?
It could be.
It's all about the society that's around you.
Yeah. It could be if your customers accept this in this way. The innovation is important that it is successful in the market. Otherwise, it's only an invention.
Can we
spread?
spread?
Like to say something on this, that sometimes we can take wrong decisions.
Okay.
It's not every decision always right, and I think that the most important is to recognize early, quickly, and get rid of it. In English, we are afraid of wrong decisions, and we invest on wrong decisions, then try to make it look better, something like that.
Okay.
I want to ask,
Can we spread the word about innovations through a donating site or something? For example, I work in a library that is very well known for its services, but it has to step further, and the budget is low.
Yeah.
So I start a Kickstarter and say, I want to do this and this and this. I have an amount of money that I need, and people around me donate or do something, and the word can be spread in the country or around the world.
Yeah.
Is that an easy way to spread innovations?
Possibly, yes. And you can have possibly only to have also crowdfunding.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Possibly
saying.
if you have crowdsourcing, you have the crowd, they are the funders for your projects. And I think it's easier to find funding if you have a good innovation strategy. If you tell them, that's our strategy for the next 3, 4, 5 years, and we want to go further, and then to find this.
I believe that if you can't make your services as perfect as possible, your current services, you can't go any further. You can't ask people to come to your library to test this while you're still behind on some other major facts about your library.
Yeah, but I think if you are doing your services perfect, then normally you have very good process management. And I think sometimes it's a problem of the marketing of this process. If you optimize your process, it's an innovation process, and in service innovation, but normally you don't tell the customer what is the benefit for him, that you have optimized your process. And I think that's very important to stay in contact with them all the time, to inform them about your innovation, that they get the media faster and so on.
Okay, thank you.
In your survey, you mentioned that the customers want to get involved with the library because they are dissatisfied with the services that the library provides.
The library manager thought that that's the main reason for it. Yeah.
So libraries try to keep up with the new technologies. They try to provide the best services they can. And if customers are if the customers aren't satisfied, what's missing? Why is this happening? Yeah, that's my question.
I think the main problem is that if you have experience with some innovations, services, products in the commercial way of life, the expectation is that it is the same as a non-profit area. And you don't say, oh, it's a commercial way, it must be very good, and that's a non-commercial way, it can be less. I think that's a problem.
The commercial hype may
yes.
not apply in the library area.
Okay.
That's
What you need is the same, if it's commercial or not commercial.
Unless we
Okay.
Can it be the last one? So
You said earlier about optimization. The last question was about the best services. We need to offer the best services or the optimum services.
Oh, that's a question.
Yes, in
It's
Greece we talk only about the best
philosophy,
services, not
what's
about
the best and the optimizer. The best for you in your library, and possibly the best in competition with other services or enterprises. That's a question about benchmarking or something like that. What's the optimum? Normally, if you have, you look at the quality management circle, you always can become better and better. There's never an end and therefore never an optimum.
I would like to thank you. I might add that for me, innovation is something that in different communities we consider it differently.
That's right,
So,
yeah.
but in a global environment like Starbucks, innovation is something that globally all would understand the same. So, may I say that next to me was sitting a professor from the marketing business department, and was telling me all the time that actually some of the things that you mentioned, we never touched them in Greece, but the last 2-3 years we all talk about innovation, because after the crisis we need the innovation everywhere.
Yep.
So, and I think because I'm teaching management and marketing, that what you brought today here is something new that we never actually start talking, not only in libraries, but as my colleague said, not even in businesses. So thank you very much for this, and thank you all of you for the nice questions that you did. So may I say that we have still a lot of coffee, biscuits, in 2 rooms, in the room 15 and the coffee room, we have a list that you can put your name and all the details, because at the end, after a week, we're gonna give you a certification that you attend this seminar. Think that in after almost 45 minutes to 1 hour, we'll have a seminar here. So you're welcome. We have a list of people that there are 30-something that they put their name. But if we have places, I think you can be here.
And you have to work.
Yeah, you have to work a bit.
Yeah, and to present your results. It's
Yes. So Ursula will lead to that workshop as well. And may I say that with us is Sirje Virkus over there. She's a professor from Estonia. She's gonna stay in our department for 2 months and work with us. Sorry that I didn't present you at the beginning.
And we met few days ago.
You know each other.
Yes, we know each other, and we met a few days ago at Facebook that we are here at the same time, yes.
That's brilliant. And it's Fotis and Spiros with us from the Central Library of Thessaloniki, the Central Public Library, that are part of the team. So thank you for coming. And I can see some colleagues over there that there are from different libraries. Thank you very much for coming, and I hope you enjoy that. Ursula, thank you.